Now, as we grapple with yet another mass school shooting, 17 dead, 14 seriously wounded in a high school, we ask ourselves why, where to go from here. People's political opinions are ringing forward on gun control and the rest, but we have to ask ourselves, who was this kid? He was expelled the year before. He was 19. Other students were interviewed that said, well, he was weird, he was a loner. We thought if something bad happens, he would do it. The student said, we're not surprised. He apparently was posting things on social media about killing animals. You can't stop somebody for that. There's another report. He commented on someone else's YouTube video last September about how he wants to be a future school shooter. The FBI looked into it and they couldn't identify the originator of the post. It's all going to be under investigation. We know that the young person was undergoing treatment for mental illness. His mother died 3 months ago. There are all kinds of issues here. He reportedly wasn't treated well at school by others. You can paint the picture. Here's my point. If there are signals, and there were, and we often see this in various other mass shootings, oh, we should have seen signals, red flags. We already know that mental health professionals, if they think a patient is a danger to the public, they're obligated to inform the authorities. That's not really the point. The question is, if we have reason to suspect that somebody should not have a gun, as we are being told ad nauseum, that the shooter bought the semi-automatic weapon, the AR-15, legally, but the question is, should he be on a list based on his behavior, based on his postings, based on his ravings, whatever the case, that sent a red flag? Should he be on a list of people that cannot buy a gun legally? We see this time and time again. Emotionally disturbed, mentally ill people should not be able to buy guns. Does that mean they won't be able to get a gun? No. But shouldn't that be the conversation we should all be having on what to do first? I mean, you can argue all you want about guns. We have a lot of gun laws now that aren't enforced. I understand the need for gun safety and that there's reasonable steps taken. But it doesn't mean it would have fixed this particular case. All I'm saying is there's a culture of violence in America that we don't have in other countries too. I will say this, I'm bipolar on guns. I don't have a gun, never had a gun, never desired to have a gun. I don't go shooting on the weekends. My neighbors ask me to go. I have no desire. I watch basketball, I play golf, listen to Frank Sinatra and read books about history. But the point of it is, we have a gun culture. 50 years ago, Robert Kennedy, who was shot this year, said the day after King was killed in Cleveland, too often we honor swagger and bluster and the wielders of force. In America, we like violent movies. They have to tap down our violent movies in Europe. They're too violent for European audiences. They have frontal nudity on their commercials in Europe, but we don't like to see a female body part in the Super Bowl because we don't like that. But we don't mind violence. That's America. We like guns and we like cars. I understand all that. But we have to deal with that as a cultural entity and question whether we should be honoring that kind of swagger and bluster. And then deal with people who are dangerous, where there are red flags, and not let them buy guns, at least. We should all come together and try to seek solutions because our kids should not be getting killed in school. We all know that. We should stop the politics and sit down and deal with it. My 2 cents. My 2 minutes brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Capital Consultants, Bill McCoshen, lobbyist who worked for Tommy. He knows they get things done downtown. We can talk about this and more on the Mitch Henck Show on madison.com and Facebook Live.